Hello, from Group-5, we will present to you about the basic insurance principles. As we know, insurance is a policy that provides financial protection and compensation for the loss damage to an individual or organization. So the process of claiming an insurance claim should not be taken lightly by insurers or policyholders, as it may result in a moral hazard act. There are 5 basic insurance principles, which are the principles of indemnity, insurable interest, subrogation, contribution, and utmost good faith. In every context, the principles must be followed in order for the insurance contract to be legal and valid, and to avoid any unjust policy decision. Therefore, when the insurer presents the policy document to the policyholder, they must read and study it carefully to make sure they clearly understand what the contract states. As insurance is the basis form of contract, basic insurance principles will serve as the primary basis to ensure the validity and the fairness of the insurance contract. Alright, the principle of utmost good faith means a higher degree of honesty is imposed on both parties to an insurance contract than is imposed on parties to other contracts. Both the insurer and the applicant must be transparent and reveal all the necessary information prior to owning an insurance policy. Applicants are legally obligated to be honest and not lie or withhold vital information from the insurer. If any material facts of the insurance are omitted, hidden, misrepresented, or manipulated by the policyholder, the entire policy will be void, whether the policyholder suffers before or after a loss. There are 3 legal doctrines in the utmost good faith, which are representations, concealment, and warranty. If the policyholder violates these doctrines, the policy will be void at insurer's decision, and no claims will be paid to the policyholder.
We can relate the principle of utmost good faith with a story between a cancer patient and insurance company, which is Tan, a stage 4 cervical cancer fighter, had sued the company named Great Eastern Life Assurance for rejecting her critical illness claim. The claim had been rejected because the company had found that Tan did not disclose her mental state, which she had been diagnosed with anxiety attack. She bought 2 policies with Great Eastern, the first one in 2015 and second in 2018. She also said that she had filled the information truthfully, including her health condition, before entering the agreement for both policies. But after the findings, the company had found that she already aware of her illness since 2014 and misrepresented the information through the forms. She did not declare all her history, and she also already been diagnosed with illness before she bought the policy, which we know it will be classified as pre-existing illness that always excluded in most insurance policies. From the timeline, we can see she had a psychological consultation, diagnosed with anxiety attack and been prescribed Xanax. She also visited another doctor and complained about the infection in her body. Because of this, the insurance company said that she did not have the rights to the basic sum assured. As previously stated, if any information were hidden or manipulated or misrepresented by the policyholder, the entire policy will be void. So, the insurance company had written her monthly premiums as if she had never been eligible for that insurance coverage. From the story, we can understand that every information must be declared with honest and clear from both parties, which is the insurance company and policyholder, to prevent any problems related to claim and so on in future. This coincides with the principle of utmost good faith.
So today I will explain about principle of submigration. So, principle of submigration can be defined as the substitution of insurer in the place of the policyholder for the purpose in claiming indemnity from a third party for a loss covered by insurance. According to the case, the accident happened when the negligence, which is Banji, who is an employee of Silpa, the owner of the car service situation, drove recklessly and caused the unwanted accident and knocked another victim, which is the cyclist, which caused an injury as well as badly damage to Zentec's car, and he needs to be responsible to pay compensation to the cyclist for the injury caused. So according to the principle of submigration, indemnity is one of the contract insurance where where the policy owners are identified for their loss. To apply this situation, it contains a vehicle insurance or motor insurance, which is in a contract of indemnity. So generally, Zentex has the rights to obtain benefits from the third party for its losses that may be acquired by simple good insurers, and it should cover Zentex car, the third party of the loss, injury, or that caused by the reckless driver. However, Zentex is forbidden to make profit from his loss from Bungie and Silva.
I'll continue this presentation with the principle of indemnity. The principle of indemnity states that the insurer should not be paid more than the actual amount of loss. There are two purposes of this principle, which is first, to prevent the insured from profiting from a loss, and second is to reduce moral hazard if a dishonest policyholder could profit from a loss. Insurance policy shall not provide compensation to the policyholder that exceed their economic loss. So this principle ensures that the insured get made whole from their loss but will not benefit, gain, nor profit from an accident or claim. According to this case, policyholder is insured for $100,000. A partial loss of $100,000 occurs. So the insured will be paid or compensated for $100,000 only. But if the insured are paid with $100,000, that means the indemnity principle is violated, because this principle is violated when the policyholder are paid exceed the loss phases and they would be profiting from the insurance. Principle of indemnity subordinate to the limit of insurance purchase and eliminate the moral hazard, as the policyholder cannot claim or get the compensation exceeding the amount purchased from the policy owner, even though they are supposed to guarantee them, subject to limit of insurance selected.
So to conclude the whole report, there are three basic insurance principles that have been discussed, which are the principle of indemnity, principle of subrogation, and utmost good faith for the insurer presenting the policy document. The policyholder must read and study it carefully to ensure that they understand clearly what is the content of the policy. Specifically, the policyholder needs to acknowledge the basic insurance principle to identify the process of how the insurance and its claim work. So that's all for Group 5. Thank you.